What up world, it's your boy Quick Star, and I'm back today with my Rane 70 here to share with you a quick trick. So with that said, first on your Rane 70 you want to get into your settings. As you can see, I'm already at my instant double setting. I'll just toggle over, and as you can see, you see the normal right here. Well, we already know that you can use normal mode, sync mode, and silent Q mode with your instant double buttons down here. These same settings are also in the Rane 72, but they're assigned to the perimeter buttons. So when you change these settings in your Rane 72, it'll go to your perimeter buttons. Now, when I first got my Rane 72, I tried to just MIDI map the perimeter buttons to the sync or the silent Q, because I didn't want to keep having to go into my settings and change my instant double buttons. So I MIDI mapped my sync to my perimeter buttons, and I was kind of having some problems with the lights. It wasn't wanting to act right. It was working, but one light was kind of dim and it just didn't seem right. So after updating the firmware in my Rane 72, and I saw how the sync button worked on the perimeters in the 72, it was one click for your right perimeter button to enable sync, and it was one click to your left perimeter button to disable sync. It was another click to your left to turn off sync. So what I did when I first got the Rane 70, I MIDI mapped my right sync button to the sync in Serato, and I MIDI mapped my left button to disable sync. I did not MIDI map the left button to turn off my sync. So here's what you have to do. If you want to use these for your silent Q, you should be fine. But if you're using it for the sync button, it's going to be a little trick to it. So that goes to today's quick trick. You will have to MIDI map the right one, and that's on both sides. Use your right ones to MIDI map sync in your Serato. Enable your MIDI on Serato. Go into your settings. Make sure you allow the Rane 70 to make changes. If you don't click that box inside of the settings on the back end of Serato DJ Pro, you won't be able to change these settings. You won't be able to MIDI map the Rane 70 with Serato DJ Pro because it's not going to allow you. So make sure you go into the back end of Serato. I'll put a picture up here for you so you can see what you got to click, and click that box so that your Rane 70 will communicate with your Serato DJ Pro. Anyway, back to the quick trip. You're going to MIDI map the right button to your sync button in Serato DJ Pro, and that's on both sides. Right button will be the sync enable on both sides. The left on both sides will be disable sync. So it'll go like this. Enable your MIDI in Serato DJ Pro. Click on your sync button once. A little box will come up showing you that it's ready to receive the MIDI command that you're going to send to it for that specific function. You're going to click the right button once. That will set the right button for enabling your sync in Serato DJ Pro. Then you're going to go over and you're going to click the off button in your Serato DJ Pro, and then you're going to wait for the little box to come up and give you instructions that it's ready to receive MIDI. Then you're going to click the left button one time. Okay, after that you're going to click the left button again. It took me a minute to figure that out, but that's how it works in my Rane 72. So I thought I would go back in the Rane 70 and try to reset it up and see if I could double click the left button twice and it would go from disable to off, and it will. So now that I have it MIDI mapped the correct way, everything works perfectly for me. Make sure you tap your sync button once. Make sure your sync button is ready to receive MIDI in Serato DJ Pro. After that's done, click on your off button in your Serato DJ Pro. Wait for the box to come up. Click your left button one time. After that says it's received the MIDI command, you're going to click it again. It's going to receive another MIDI command, which will turn it off. So it should be enable, disable, and if you click it again, it should go off. And that's it. You'll be set to go. You can also use these two perimeter buttons if you want to put your silent cues on them. You can do the same thing with your silent cues right there. I had went in and tried to set it up in the MPC pads, and I kind of didn't like the setup. because I had to go over and double tap this, and if I just needed to get to a quick button, I wanted something that I could just hit on the outside. I didn't want to have to go into like a second page to get to it. So that didn't work too good for me. So the perimeter buttons, they work great for this. They also work great, like I said, if you want to put your silent cues on there, or if you want to even put your instant doubles on there and put your silent cues on the instant double buttons, vice versa. But these is perfect for giving you two ways so that you don't have to go into the settings and keep changing this every time you want to use another feature. That's it, folks, for our quick trick today with your boy Quick Star. Make sure you hit that like button if this video was helpful. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you checking me out, and hit that bell for notifications on new and updated content. Have a blessed day, and make sure you're wearing your face mask because coronavirus is real. Peace.